right channel.
Yeah, on the right channel.
Welcome back again. This time on the real Nerdmation with Get Nerdy with
Yeah,
Me. I'm your boy Snake.
and I am the hammer.
Yeah, and like I said before, you don't see him every blue moon like his background.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's been a rough few days. Yeah,
It's funny that you see every blue moon just like your background because you got your
yeah.
background with blue
Mm,
moon.
mm.
All right.
Oh yeah, for this now. Anyway,
So,
go ahead.
uh, don't got much to talk about today. I did want to just cover. I wanted to go over some anime that y'all should be watching that I've run across. These are new animes. Well, one of them's not. It's uh, one of them. People already. It's been out. I'm just now getting to it watching. Then we got some Dragon Ball news and one sad news, and then the other is the latest chapter that came out. And look, oh, y'all can't see it, but I got a new chair. Bam!
New gaming chair.
A new
Yeah.
gaming chair. It's amazing. All right, turn that down. I heard coming from my phone. So first off, just wanted to talk about Tokyo Revengers. It's a it's a dope anime. I have got into watching it. It's kind of an anime. It's about time travel. But it's like Butterfly Effect, but an anime form. Like this, the main character, he's able, he can somehow gets to be able to go back in time 12 years. Uh, and he's in his old body, and he's doing stuff, and he whatever he does back then affects what happens in the future. And they're trying to. He's working with another, and somehow his girlfriend's brother is the trigger to where they shake hands, and that's how it activates. Somehow, I don't know how. This is it's. They haven't really explained how that happens yet, but so I'm not too far in. I'm still trying to catch up to get fully caught up on it, but it's a really good. Totally suggest you everybody go and watch it. Like, it's really interesting the way how they can change stuff. I did kind of, I do find myself getting frustrated sometimes watching it with the main character. He's a crybaby, uh, and literally that's in the intro music, and also they call him the crybaby hero. So it's part of his character, but at the same time, it's just kind of want him to step it up. So, but like I said,
Un-
go watch that. Next up is it's called Fruit of Evolution. Before I knew it, my life had it made. That is the entire title of the movie, the show.
you know,
It's
these titles, man.
they've been making these titles long for no reason. Like this next one, the next one I'm about to say is longer than that. uh, and Kaza told me about one. He told me about one. It's on another game. It's on another channel. He told me that one, and that is literally the probably the longest one named title I've come across. But all right, anyway, so this one is really good. It's brand new. It's only on the third episode. I'm waiting for the fourth episode to come out now. And they pretty much been weekly episodes, so that's cool. Uh, it's a really funny anime. I like it. It's another anime where the characters get transported to another world, and then that world is a gaming world. And so what they do in that affects them. They can get spells, skills. When an enemy dies, they drop items. They evolve, stuff like it's really funny too. Like one of his first enemy that he came across was a monkey, and the monkey was attacking him, and his whenever he put his hands up in front of him to like kind of block because he was scared, his stench killed the monkey, and the monkey died and dropped the items for him. It was hilarious. Uh, Basically, the main character in high school he's a fat kid and he's been picked on. They say he stank and stuff like that, and so the entire classroom gets transported to this new world. Like somebody on the intercom says, "Hey, y'all are going to be transported to this other world, it's a gaming world. You know, get skills, blah blah blah." One thing that kind of bothered me, nobody freaked out about it. Everybody in the class thought it was like a normal day class field trip. Like they didn't
So,
say
all right,
nothing.
we're getting transported. It's
No,
cool.
yeah, nobody was freaking out at all. They were all calm, probably because they said they were going to a game. I'd be okay with it too. Especially and then before they got teleported away, they gave them the ability to look at their stats. So it kind of gave them even more of a like, oh, this is real. So that's a really funny and really good one to go watch. Just another tidbit for y'all to go watch it. On the screen, you see there's a gorilla, there's a pink gorilla, and then behind that pink gorilla is a girl with pink hair. Basically, that gorilla turns into that haired girl. So I'm not gonna say how, but y'all should go watch that because you're like, wait, what? So that's a funny one. Go watch it. Next up, next one I found is called "The World's Finest Assassin Gets Reincarnated in Another World as an Aristocrat." That's the entire title of the movie of the show. Again, these titles they just keep making them long. I don't mind it because I think it's hilarious. So this one is another. It's really cool. Uh, he's in this one. The main character is assassin in real life. Again, like I said, it's the world's finest. He was the best there was, but the company, the people that they worked for, ended up taking him out. So, because he was trying to retire, and they ended up taking an entire plane out to take him out. That's how they had to take him out. Like he was on a plane ride heading back from a job, and they took the entire plane out. Like that's the only way they was gonna get rid of him. But by doing so, the goddess, this goddess, grabbed him up, brought him to her, and proposed a deal to him. Said that she will reincarnate him in another world, with all his skills and abilities and knowledge that he from being an assassin, because uh, she wants him to assassinate the hero of that world, uh, because basically the hero is destined to destroy the world. Um, he, but only after he fulfills his duty as the hero and takes out the demon lord. So the hero destroys the demon lord, but then after that ends up destroying the world somehow. But from what I gathered, I think he's going to try to save to where he don't kill the hero and save the hero. Basically, because he asked her if there was a way to save the world without killing the hero, would that be possible? She said, yeah, that's doable too. She gave him, and she also let him pick 5 skills uh, to take with him. He's able to. It's a magic world. He's able to. Uh, he picked his 5 skills like from S rank, D rank, B rank. One of each, and then Uh, she also gave him the affinity to use all four magic, uh, base magic. Uh, so it's dope. Like he's it's a again this is a new one too. I think only on episode 3 of this one too. So um, that's you're not far behind if you want to go watch it. So it's definitely. Oh wait, we got somebody on YouTube. Oh, is the world's finest assassin gets reincarnated to another world good? Yes, yes, it is. It really is. Um, I believe so. I really think I like it. I'm anticipating because I can't wait for them to bring out the next episode. Like, because he's learning the magic. Because when he got reincarnated as a baby. And he's growing up again. Like, he didn't just pop into being a teenager. Like, he gets reincarnated and he's growing up with a family, mother, son, everything. So he's learning, and it just so happens that that family are assassins. So he's learning their assassination techniques as well. So he's growing up as a baby, but with all his previous knowledge. So as from the other world, yeah, yeah.
You know
So
what? Yeah, that would actually be
because
pretty dope.
think about it, man. Like you get the opportunity to how many times do we say it? That man, I wish I could go back and relive my life knowing what I know now. Like that's exactly what he gets to do.
Yeah, he's going back to redo everything,
Yeah.
and but he knows it's like it's that saying like if I knew now or if I knew then what I know now, it's like now he really does know what he
Yes.
knows as a kid. That's crazy.
Yes, it is kind of like the wise man's grandchild. Yes, and that's another one. Thank you for bringing that up, because uh, that one I loved watching that one as well, and I'm waiting for them to either bring out the next season or next episode, because that one was dope. Like the way that because he did it, they did the same thing in that one, where he got reincarnated and he was a baby at first, but he had his previous knowledge, and he was like the grandchild of uh, Merlin. I think it was it was Merlin. Got uh, all the knowledge or not knowledge. But, oh, what was that? Something went across the screen. Cool. But yeah, it's like he was OP. Yeah, he was really OP in that one. So if you get that's thanks Pentagon for bringing that up. Wise Man's grandchild. Go watch that one because that one is already at least the first season is done. I need to look that one up to see if they have a second or because I was really uh waiting for the new season of Misfit of Demon King. Yes, yes, I have watched that one, Misfit Demon King Academy. That one, man, like uh man, I've been watching so many animes. I've just been waiting for the next episode. Like Shield Hero, I'm waiting for the next episode of the Shield Hero. God, can't wait. Speaking of new ones that I just came across, this I found this one. Okay, no, the second season is not yet. All right, cool, appreciate it. I don't have to look that one up then. So I found this one. Funimation has actually revealed uh, Banished from the Heroes Party anime, English dubcast. Uh, there's a lot of great names. I'm not going to read them all. They're on the screen right here. But I haven't even watched this show yet. Uh, yes, the Shield Hero is OP, super OP. It's crazy to be that OP with a shield. uh, but no, the this anime I ran across it. I don't even know really what it's about. Like, but I'm intrigued and I want to go watch it. So if you know if anybody has watched it, it's Banished from the Heroes Party anime. Uh, the anime has already been out, but they have the dubbed cast. Uh, so I'm gonna look this up when I get a chance and watch it, and I'll get back with y'all once I figure out. and watch this. I don't know if it's on VRV, but I might have to watch it on another app of mine. Hey, now we're gonna get into the Dragon Ball. Uh, so sad. Some sad news. Frieza has died. So Christopher Ayers, the English voice actor of Frieza, has passed away. I can't.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah, I'm. Uh, they didn't. I haven't found out exactly what it was, why he passed. I was looking through trying to find out like if anybody mentioned why or like what happened. Um, but everybody was just talking about RIP and so it's like that's like he's been around forever, man. Like that's I saw that and I was like, whoa, wait, what? Like so I'm gonna find out what it was, what happened, if it was just a chronic uh, uh, illness or if something else might have happened. And I'll let y'all know as soon as I find that out. Yeah, so Ultra Green Street sick though. Oh, wait, that's really sad. Frieza was my favorite. Yeah, a lot of people had Frieza. Like he was the voice of Frieza for a long time. Like he made Frieza. Like after I've seen it, like I remember back when they all did the voiceovers. They did voiceovers of him, Chris Sabat, and Sean Schimmel. Like they all did like voiceovers of like other movies. like, and he was in there. He was talking about who he played. He played. He did his voice, but he did it like of ah my brain the Hannibal. Hannibal. He did that scene where he's like he he I was like I saw whenever after I heard about it like that scene that of them doing those voiceovers just popped in my head like that yeah, he's going to be sadly missed and I hope it wasn't anything extremely bad. Like, so I need to. I'm gonna look in, like I said, and I'll let y'all know when I find out what it was. But yeah, that is some sad news. And so, getting to the main thing I want to talk about, basically the new chapter for Dragon Ball Super, Chapter 77, has came out for this month. So a lot has happened in this chapter. Like it's probably not a lot, but I feel like a lot happened. Like they kind of told a lot of the backstory. It's a kind of a backstory chapter, basically where the Namek that was on Planet Cereal, that was with Granola, he stopped the fight between him and Vegeta and Goku, and by doing so, he basically told the story of the true story of what happened back when the Saiyans invaded. And that's what this chapter is about. The My thing is, whenever I was reading this, like, why did it take 40 years for him to tell Granola the truth about what happened with the Saiyans? Like, that part is bothering me because it's like 40 years and you said nothing. Like, and the entire time he knew how much Granola hated the Saiyans and Frieza. Like that's all he. And even whenever he was talking about, like he knew that Granola might do something with the Dragon Balls, he should have told him that point. At that point, what happened? Like that. So that part is bugging the crap out of me. Like anyway, so in this chapter, the chapter 77 is, and the chapter titled is Bardock, father of Goku. So they canonized. They brought Bardock in. So they talk about 40 years ago. It goes back to Planet Cereal back in the day, uh, and basically the Namecs and Ceruleans that are living on this planet are living together peacefully. Um, basically, uh, Namekians grow food for the Ceruleans, and the Ceruleans bring the Namecs water. It's a because Namecs they don't eat; they just all they need is water to survive because they're plants. Uh, they all they need is solar power and water. Oh, Spinner said he just looked a little into it. He said that back in 2017, Aries was diagnosed with end-stage cardio obstructive pulmonary disease. Oh, damn. I hope that COVID didn't have anything to like that aggravated that. You know.
Very possible. I don't want to speculate, but yeah.
Right? Yeah. I don't mean, but dang, that sucks. Thank you for looking that up. Appreciate that.
Awesome interaction. We love it. Keep it up.
Yes. Yes.
Make sure you share.
Uh. So here's a picture of Bardock. Uh. So the Namekians got it well with the Ceruleans living in peace and helping each other out as good neighbors should. Until one fateful night, by the lit by the full moon, the Saiyans invaded. You see the Saiyan pods crashing. Uh, and then I forget his name. The Namek that has been staying with Granola, he almost got killed by the Saiyan's pod. You see it right here. He's like, what in the world? And he looks down as the Saiyan's getting out of the pod. Uh oh, hold up, what is going on? It's not letting me go to the next. Sorry, having some technical difficulties here. What
What
is
happened?
going on? It's not going to the next page. That's what's going on. Okay, maybe this will work.
Ah,
Okay, so as they go down, uh, they're basically the moonlight changes all the Saiyans into their Ozaru forms. Uh, so there weren't as many. Oh wait, so Naruto and how he lost Kurama after the fight with. What do you think they're gonna do next? Well, with the as far as Baruto, uh, it's kind of the way that they did it. The reason I feel like they only did that with Naruto, and also they kind of killed Naruto and Sasuke in one go. Like they took their both powers away from them at at the same time, almost like when Sasuke got stabbed in the eye and Naruto Kurama he lost Kurama. So uh, with that, like I mean, they're doing that because it's not Naruto anymore. It's the uh, Boruto show. So of course, obviously they're going to take Naruto out, and boost Boruto's spotlight. So I see what they're doing with it, uh, but it's kind of hard to tell. Like, I'm still waiting for the time skip to come out with that one, because they keep mentioning or they keep hinting at the time skip coming. Uh, and with Boruto's curse mark, and, and so I don't know. I'm kind of waiting to see with that one. Like, what they do so many twists and turns in Boruto. Like, it's like, well, I didn't see that one coming. Like, wasn't expecting Sasuke to get stabbed in the eye. Like, like I like when that happened. I'm like, how? Like, he's able to, like, at the drop of a dime, like shadow clone jutsu, and like turn the tables. Like, it's like, how did he get that big of a drop on him to get in his eye? Like, I've seen somebody actually made a comic strip, or like how it could have happened, type of like where Baruto like was rushing at him, which he wasn't Baruto at that time. He was possessed by the curse mark, but he jumped and like that stabbed Sasuke in his eye when he turned around. But in this short clip that they made, as he turned around, like he he vanished into, how he can dimensionally jump with his eye. He jumped back behind him and like knocked out Boruto and everything like that. Like, I was like, yes, that's
Yeah,
how it should have
yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was wondering like how he took so long to realize Boruto coming first. Yeah, like, right. He's Sasuke, man. Like, he's always been like on top of the game. Like, he's not that like useless. I don't know, that bothered me. I think that was a bad writing. Plot twist and plot. Anyway, so back to the Dragon Ball. Sorry for getting. Thank you for. I like the interactions though. I love it. Love it. Getting nerdy.
Yeah.
uh, so as they're innovating, they round up all the civilians because at the time there's not that many civilians and Namecs living on here anyway. So uh, whenever they did get, they invaded, like, it wasn't hard to do. And they weren't really, they're living in peace. They weren't ready for war. Like, so they rounded up a lot of the Namekians and they blasted them all. And one was the last survivor, uh, Manito. That's his name. Can't pronounce it right. Anyway, he walks over to him, and the Grand Kai for that one, the big one, on this cerulean, he uh, he saw Manito and he said, "The Dragon Balls, you know what you must do." He handed them the two Dragon Balls. And he said he found that he was the last surviving Namekian on the planet, and the Ceruleans didn't fare much better. Now, this I have an issue with. What happens when the Namekian that creates the Dragon Balls dies? Riddle me this.
I thought I thought the person made Dragon Ball died. Dragon Ball was in like it was over. It's gone.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's some shit there.
That's what I have an issue with. Like, so I'm having issues with certain things. Like, first off, these two Dragon Balls. Like, this is the first time we've ever seen, which these Dragon Balls must be different. They got two Dragon Balls. Like, you can make a wish with just two Dragon Balls. Uh, they might, and also they said that these Dragon Balls don't turn to stone after a wish. So maybe these Dragon Balls don't have that. As long as a Namekian is alive, maybe that is what keeps them going. But as far as I know, whenever they said, remember when Kami was dying, the Dragon Balls were turning to stone and dying as well. So they needed to go get Dende to make. He had to make new Dragon Balls. So like how he just takes these and goes on about his way, I don't know. So anyway, I digress. That just had to, I
No,
had
I feel you. Like that
to.
when you said that, that's why I kind of was looking like.
Yeah, it was like how.
Yeah, that's not supposed to be like that, but okay.
So as they're fleeing, the drag. I mean the Saiyans are still rampaging. There's one Azoro on top of a building looks very familiar. He's got a scar on his cheek. That is Bardock. uh, and he sees a little kid running, which the little kid is Granola. He's running towards the church, like at the beginning. Remember, at the beginning of the very beginning of this arc, it opened with a kid running and going into a church and looking up, and through a hole in the church, he sees a gorilla, basically a Zoro face, and that was it. He wakes up from his dream. So that's this basically telling that story. Uh, when he goes into the church, he goes to his mother. He runs into his mother, and basically at this time, when he sees the face, he passes out. So Granola is not aware of what actually is going on and what happens at this point. So he passes out in his mother's arms, uh, and then at this moment, the other Ceruleans are fighting. One of them, the older, told him to shoot the moon, aim for the moon. How they realized that the moon was what turned them, I don't know. But maybe the old guy knew of the Saiyans and knows that's a thing. I don't know. But there's this one guy which I think I have a sneaky suspicion that this guy that shoots the moon was Granola's dad. He does the same exact move as Granola too. I don't know if all the moves are the same between the Ceruleans, but so he basically puts both hands together like a gun and charges up and shoots. Ends up one of the Azoros actually jumped in, tried to jump in front of him to stop him, and the blast was so strong that it knocked the Ozoro back. But it it actually scraped his eye. Like if that would have hit him in the chest, he probably would have pierced him. I'm saying that looked like a, especially if it's had that powerful to destroy the moon. But anyway, they destroy the moon. All the Zoros go back to basically being Saiyans. They think that we got them now. You know, they're like, haha, we got them now. And the Saiyans like, yeah, I wouldn't be so sure. Sorry, pal, but we're plenty strong even without our grade 8 forms. Strong enough anyway. And then they start just going to town on still taking over the planet. and the guy that got shot has a scratch on his head. I guess his name is Leak. And the other one says, "Come on, Leak. Let's mop up the rest and get out of here. Your head gonna be okay?" He's just mad. I'm gonna have to check out the world's greatest finds reincarnated into another world. You guys have fun. All right, man. Thanks for hanging out. You get nerdy with us. Let me know what you think about the anime. So at then Bardock comes in, uh, and he's basically going into the church, uh, and the mother shoots Bardock with a beam. It just blasts his shoulder, scrapes his shoulder, and breaks some of his armor. And for some reason, he has a flashback. He gets this look on his face and has a flashback looking at her and the child, and all of a sudden he say, "Yeah, of course you missed his birth." And it's a flashback of his wife. Shows his wife and uh, basically back on his home planet. Says, "Do you have any idea how many months you've been gone?" And he's like, "Oh, that explains why your tummy's flat again." Typical, like he sounds just like Goku. uh, he said, "I swear, do saying men men's saying men have anything resembling emotions?" He said, "The little guy is in the incubator back there. Think you can? help me pick a name. And at this scene, you can see Raditz out playing in the yard, which also has another looks like could be Vegeta, uh, but I don't know. But they're out playing in the yard, playing with bugs or whatever. And then they go back and you see Goku in the in this chamber. I'm about to say hyperbolic time chamber. Uh, Bardock's looking and he said, "What's wrong now? You've never seen a baby boy before?" He said, "Hmm." And then all of a sudden, as he's looking at him, he says, "Kakarot." And he says, "We'll call him Kakarot." And she loves it. Sure, that's a fine name. Grow up big and strong, my little Kakarot. Then it flashes back. So I guess it was just because he sees her and the child, so it reminds him of his wife and kid. So that's what he. And also, they say that Bardock had this thing about him where he could actually see glimpses of the future, and he Bardock had this kind of like uh I don't remember what they said. It was like he could predict. He sees and knows things are gonna happen. You know, type stuff. At least that's what the going thing was. So anyway, another saying came up. Bardock, sir, we're looking for you. The mission's done, and we're about to pull out orders. He said, "Is that so? You head on home without me, Leek." Oh, Leek, he's the one that got hit by the beam. He didn't see Leek didn't see the girl, and then Bardock told him, "I'm sticking around to check for survivors." He said, "Very well, sir. But to be quick about it, where it is, Frieza himself will be here soon. Good to know." Then he puts a scouter on, and said, "These two are the last of them." Basically, and then all of a sudden he picks up some life form out in the mountains. He says this mountain power level is 5, just an animal maybe. And then he says, "No, the movements are too deliberate. This is something intelligent." I didn't know that the scouters can tell that much. Like they could tell movement and stuff. Like that's pretty cool. I didn't know that that's what. I thought it just picked up power level. Anyway, so then you see basically back to the Namekian village. Uh, the last Namekian was putting the Dragon Balls away. And then that's when Bardock walks in to find him, and he tries to attack him, but Bardock catches his cane, uh, one-handed, and he had Granola under his arm and the wife or the woman with him, so he saved them and brought them to him. He said, "Your power level jumped to 213. Guess you can control it," which explains how you managed to keep hidden. And he said, "Ceruleans, I didn't dare to hope for survivors." He said, and then she said her name was I'm Muzelli. I guess that's it. And this is my baby boy Granola. Could we please take shelter here for now? Of course you can. My name is Monito. And Bardock said, "Frieza is coming, and soon. Keep hidden and off his radar." And Monito said, Aren't you a Saiyan though? What's your ploy here?" And Bardock just said, I just felt like it. That's all. I better be off. Keep surviving as long as you can." Monito said, "Wait, tell us your name at least." He said, "Bardock." Then it goes back to present day. Then present day, after what Granola heard, Granola says that means I'm the only survivor. I'm only alive thanks to that Saiyan's mercy. And he says, Monito says, "Yep. Sorry for keeping that from you." See that right there, bro? Like 40 years to tell him that the Saiyans actually saved, for one Saiyan actually saving him. Like, even he knew how much he wanted revenge on the Saiyans
There
for
is
8 years,
the whole plot twist coming,
bro.
guaranteed.
So then Goku and Vegeta are shocked, and then Monito looked at Goku and says, "And you're you're the splitting image of that Bardock fella." He said, "Huh? Me?" He says, "Yeah, you. Any of your kin go by the name Bardock?" He said, "Don't know. I was raised by Grandpa Gohan on Earth, so I don't know much about the Saiyans." And Vegeta chimed in and said, "Kakarot, huh? Bardock was the none other than your father." And then Goku's like, "Huh? My father?
Boom,
Really?"
boom, boom.
And Cyril, both Granola and Monito are shocked. And Monito said, "What a twist of fate! You're the man's son of them." And Granola said, "This is the son of the one who saved me." So, and then Goku's like, "I wish I knew a darn thing about my dad, but I can't say that I do." um, which is, in any case, your soft-hearted nature clearly runs in the family. And Granola, hang on. What about my mother? How come my mother didn't survive? And Granola's like, well, you see, then it goes back to talking about what happened to basically back again. He said, "Wait up, Bardock. Let me see that arm of yours." And he goes on to heal his arm. Uh, and Bardock says, "That's something else I never knew the Mechians could do. The the really gifted ones can even restore your energy in the blink of an eye. Thanks. Uh, Takes me all I've got to heal up a little scratch, though." And then all of a sudden, Bardock got some beeps on his scanner and said, "Here's someone's near." So they go and look behind some trees, and they find the heaters, the exact same heaters that are in the other. Like they look exactly alike. Like, it's been 40 years and they look the exact same. So he says, Bardock's like, "The freaking heaters. Uh, who might they be?" They act as uh, intermediate intermediaries for planets that Frieza has conquered. Simply put, they're brokers. Guess they've set their eyes sights on this planet, treating our planet like something to be sold. And the heaters are like, "Perfect. The Ceruleans and Namekians are out of the picture. Get word to the Sugarians and start negotiating on a price." Sure. Uh, we're gonna fleece them good, right? Alec, an arm and a leg, and some, then some. And Alec's like, "Uh huh. Once we've spruced the place up, I won't sell for less than 100 billion pole." I guess that's poi or po, P-O-I. I can't tell if that's an L or just an I with dots. Anyway, what about the cut for Frieza's army? And he said, "Toss them a tenth of the total." Hey, easy money for us. Most of Frieza's people are just in for the business, for the carnage, battle crazed diehards without the brains to know a planet's true worth. As long as Frieza himself doesn't catch on, we're golden. Unlike his goons, he's got brains and power levels that's off the charts. We better not watch. We better watch our step. And Gas says, "One day I will reign. We will reign supreme over Frieza's army." And Gas, Alec, you're right, Gas. So at this time, Bardock and as Bardock and them were looking on, Granola's mother comes out and said, "Who's over there?" And then they quiet her up. And the heaters, uh, it goes back to the heaters conversation. It says heaters won't triumph over Frieza with might, but with wits, wealth, and intelligence. Our day will come eventually. Until that day, we'd better save
Shout out
our
Dest tuning in. Sorry,
juicy
sorry.
fortune. Yeah, exactly. The heaters aren't destined to serve that nasty lizard forever. so, so Frieza calls the Saiyans monkeys. The heaters call the coolers or the Frieza's race lizards. And Bardock's like, so they're plotting to betray Frieza. This time, Granola woke up and Tiptoe comes out looking for his mom. And he sees Bardock and his tail and freaks out and says, "A Saiyan!" And he screams it, and everybody looks back, and that which comes out uh, the the heaters heard, and they're like, "Who's that?" At that time, Monito did a shockwave at Granola, basically putting him back to sleep. Uh, his mom was worried, but said, "Boy's fine, just taking a nap." And Bardock's pissed at that stupid little. Why do he have to shout like that? And the heater's like, "Is someone over there?" Damn it! Quick, give me your robe. So then, by the time the heaters got back over there, uh, he had his robe on. Granola's on the ground with Monito. The heaters see a Namekian and a Cerulean, pair of Ceruleans. And who might you be? And Bardock's, I was just about to slaughter these survivors I spotted. Ah, one of Frieza's men. Get on with it. And as Bardock's standing there with his hand up, basically the heater's like, well, having second thoughts. And then he said, actually, the Namekian just used some strange power. So maybe it's worth checking out before killing him. Then out of nowhere, uh, Alec pulls out a gun and he shoots and actually shoots Granola's mom in the chest. She goes down. Uh, then they're freaking out, and he says, "There you go. Kill the kid and take the Namekian and make it quick." And then Bardock gets pissed. He powers up and he turns around and like shoots like a blast, but gas detected him powering up and jumped in front of the heaters and put up a barrier just in time. And by the time all the smoke cleared, uh, he got away. And the heater's like, "What's really going on? Like, is he working for Frieza or isn't he? What now? They give us the slip. They might have been eavesdropping. Yeah, Lex like this could put us in hot water." So they got away, but uh, Monito is trying to heal the the mom, but he no matter what he does, he can't. He just can't heal her. Uh, Bardock, he just don't know what's gotten into him. Uh, don't know, but what's our next move? The heaters are about to come looking for us. So then the lake basically goes back, says they have to die. And tells Gas says, "Let me go. All all three will perish by my hand." He said, "Okay, fine, get it done." Meanwhile, we'll be preparing for a meeting with Frieza. Make sure this mess is dealt with before he shows up. Gas. And Gas is like, "Of course." And he goes up and he runs off. Then it switches back to present day, and it looks like Gas was remembering the incident as well. Uh, and Leg asked him a trip down memory lane. That was of that day 40 years ago. And Leg, sure, the one you fought back then was a Saiyan, right? He said, "Yes, I get it. In a way, our own revenge is tied up in all this. I will not suffer such indignity ever again." So I'm wondering what Bardock did to him. Bardock must have just destroyed him.
Yeah, he must have beat the brakes. He probably did. Probably beat the brakes off of him.
uh, and he's like, I've grown strong. You sure have, but never hurts to have insurance. Uh, and he holds up one of the Dragon Balls, and he says, "Just one more, and the the set's complete. To step on it." Yes, ma'am. And she says, "Well, we'll nab you soon enough, Dragon Ball number 2." And that's when it says to be continued. So basically, they're on their way to get that second Dragon Ball. So the next episode, we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, now that Granola uh, knows everything, I don't know if that's going to have him stop his attack on Goku and Vegeta. Now that he knows that it was his dad that's helped save him, and they Goku and Vegeta have been telling him that they're not the enemy the whole time. So maybe this might jog that, and they join forces to take out the heaters. Um, I don't know what the heaters have planned. Like Michael was asking me about this. He was asking me, "What do you think that the heaters have, like, playing with the Dragon Balls?" I was like, "I don't know. I have no idea." Like,
Yeah,
as far
something.
because they're not saying what their plans are. They just like they just want to be able to rule over. They I don't know. Like, I really don't. I have no idea what they would wish for. Like,
Yeah,
that's a blank to
it's
me. Like,
interesting. It is. It's a very interesting situation.
but anyway, that is all I have for today. Um, and it kind of ran along because I was reading through that, and I'm a terrible reader, so I apologize for all that. I'll get better. I'll get better. Maybe I can do different voices pretty soon. But uh, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close out. I gotta finish getting ready and go to this Halloween costume party. Party.
And
Uh,
go party. Yeah.
but again, thank you for coming out, hanging out. Loved all the interactions today. I definitely want more of that because that was kept the conversations rolling. So please tune in and please follow suit and um, ask questions. Uh, if there's something y'all want to know about, I'll let me know. I'll look it up. Or if I already know about it, I'll talk about it. I'm definitely into learning more and knowing more about anything else, especially nerdiness. So with that, I'm gonna end it. So remember to go to YouTube, like, subscribe, and comment. Share this with your friends. Hopefully, we can get other people in here on this and get this to grow. Especially next season, we're gonna have to maybe change some things up and get some plans going.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
But until next time, we will see you on Monday and peace out. Okay, bye. Stay nerdy, you nerditons.